Welcome back to part 2, validation. Hopefully you had a little bit of fun generating some ideas and you've come up with an idea that you want to take forward and have a look at the viability. Identifying the opportunity or spotting the idea is a great start. However, developing the idea into a viable product or service is a critical part of this process. It is not enough to fall in love with an idea and pursue it. Rather, it's necessary to assess how viable the business idea actually is. It's important to remember that not all ideas will end up being businesses. It does not mean that it's a bad idea, just that there may not be a big enough target market to make it sustainable. So what questions do we need to ask? Well, what solution are you offering? What's the product or your service? Who will be your potential customers? Who are your potential competitors? How will you generate revenue and what are your costs? What marketing channels might you use to sell your service or product? What is a viable idea? A viable business must be able to grow and become sustainable over time and must also be able to transform itself, adapting to changing times and customer needs over its lifetime or for the foreseeable future. How do I find out if my idea is viable? That is a very good question. The most important question to ask here is there a market? How do I find that out? The answer to that is just research, research, and more research. You will find a digital session focusing on market research on your career journey. In this next activity, we're going to be looking at the viability of your business idea. At this early stage, you can start to think about the questions that we talked about in the last couple of slides. Understanding these will help drive your research into the idea's viability. Using the template provided, try to do some initial research and provide some information. Here is an example to help you fill out your template of a company called Unique Clothing Limited. When asked what is your solution, product or service, in this case, it's a bespoke fashion label. When asked who are your customers, we are talking about young people in the UK, aged between 13 and 30, interested in more unique and affordable but on-trend fashion. When asked who are your competitors, we can identify 3 here: Topshop, ASOS or Boohoo. You can identify as many competitors as you like. What are your marketing channels? Social media platforms, a website and some advertising. And how will you make money and what will be your expenditure? We will make money out of sales and our expenditure will be mostly production and distribution costs. This is the end of video 2. Please go to video 3.